Yeah, like that. Get her.
Yeah. It's got that.
Okay, I'm gonna get it.
Out here on a sunny day. First off, I want to thank the council members and the mayor for showing up and showing support for the community that's involved. We have a blessing today from the Katzie Nation, and I'm going to ask that they come up and give their blessing.
Nation, I'd like to thank everyone for coming out and supporting the community of Maple Ridge. Before we start, it's always a tradition that we share a blessing with the people. I'd like to welcome everyone to the unceded territory of the Katzie-Kwantlen First Nations. Thank you.
That collected 10,000 signatures against the Burnett location and operating model. I'm a pretty mild-mannered guy, and I'm no public speaker by any means. So how I find myself in the middle of this is beyond comprehension, especially my own. I'm here because I believe that what we are doing, standing up for our city, is the right thing to do, and now is the time to do it. It always stings a little when I hear the words NIMBY, not in my backyard, applied to our group. Having looked at this from so many sides, we have drawn the conclusion, not in anyone's backyard. This is not for the seniors, families, and school staff that don't feel safe in their own communities, for those who are spiraling deeper and deeper into their addiction. It is the absence. I'm not saying that we have to force anyone into treatment. I'm saying that the option of treatment and care must be there when a person is ready, and right now it's not. I work in the construction industry, and they never would have gotten clean if they were given everything free.
We're not going to take this, are we? We're not going to take this sitting down. Awesome. Because it's not okay. I think
Is Sue Einerson.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am a resident who will be affected by the model proposed by Minister Robinson, and I can tell you, for us living down in this area, I live on Cottonwood, and it is horrific. We have people in our yards every single night. We have people going through our cars every single night. We have people stealing our stuff every single night. And we are done. We are done. Last summer, when we had that heat wave, drug addicts got into the ravine and started a fire. There are hundreds of homes around that ravine. And thank God, our fire department got there quickly enough to put that fire out before it destroyed our homes and killed the local families. Good to the fire department. We have also been affected at the hospital. If you have to go to the hospital for emergency treatment, or you have a family member in that hospital, I'll share a story with you. My brother, who is 64 years old, diagnosed with terminal cancer 1.5 years ago, was in Maple Ridge Hospital. He couldn't function. He had to be on heavy-duty painkillers. He's dying. And their answer, as 5 of the social worker type helper people sat around and said, well, you can go to a shelter. You know why? Because all of the rental units were taken with drug addicts. And that's what's happening. Can you get proper treatment at the hospital? No, you cannot. Are the hospitals stretched to capacity and beyond? Yes. This cannot continue. Our speakers today have been extremely passionate. They are pleading with the government to save this community. We're not alone. Vancouver, Nanaimo, Kamloops. We have to put an end to drug addiction in this province. Where do we go from here? Where do we go from here? We have to support our mayor and council. How do we do that? You can write them an email, write them a physical letter. You must show support, because now it is a political battle of wills. We have to win this. This is what we are dealing with. This is exactly what we were dealing with. We have a majority and one minority, and we are not going to take it anymore. And now, my friends, we are going to have another rally coming up. Please watch social media for this. This battle is not over. This is a prime example of what we are dealing with. The province has to listen, and now I'm going to lead you all in O Canada. O Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love, in all our sons command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north, strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Our city, and we will choose
You chose us, and we are resolved to stand for you. Gordy Robson, Ryan Svensson, Judy Derrick, Chelsea Meadus. We put our hands up and we will remain. Yusuf! Ahmed Yusuf right there. Oh gosh, you know what? Yusuf! I knew we had one MIA. And you know what? I'm the first guy that'll say I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I got no problem with that. Everybody makes mistakes. So why are we here? To support the Burnett neighbors. They stood up for us. We stand for them. And we will stand for the citizens of Maple Ridge. They elected us through a democratic process. And we thank them that. We know what our responsibilities are, and we remain resolved to a safe city. And we also remain resolved to ensure that we do our part to get people the help that they need. Right there. When they're ready, willing, and able to take it, they will. So this is an open call to the Premier of British Columbia. The City of Maple Ridge has a voice. We were there to represent it, and we ask you to let us have a seat back at the table. That's our democratic right. We are a caring, compassionate city, and we really do not want to see people die anymore. We want to make sure that people can access the help that they need. When the housing minister can't get a doctor, pardon me, the health minister can't get a doctor, how are we going to get one? Our clinics are full, our hospitals overloaded, our police are completely run off their feet. And our first responders do their very best every day. And we thank them for all the hard work that they do. Your city council is going forward resolved because we know what you asked us to do and we're going to do it. So I think a lot of great words have been said today. Joe, I hear your story. It's pretty powerful. Addiction touches many of us in our lives every day. People say that we're heartless people, that we don't care, that we're haters. What we hate is fentanyl. What we hate is people that traffic it because they're killing people. And that's what we hate. And you know it. I've seen it in my own house. Drugs destroy families, destroy people. And we've had enough of it. And we can fix this. But we also know that it takes senior government partnerships to get that to happen. And so we remain resolved to go work with the government, both the federal and the provincial government, to get the help and resources we need to get our people healthy and happy. And that does not include low barrier shelters. Shut this off. Here we go. So we've lost our voices in the democratic process. From the housing minister, she's taken it away from us, and she's going to force something against the will of the people. So, province of British Columbia, give us back our voice. It is our city and it is our choice, and we are resolved to help people.
Our city! Our choice! Our city! Our choice! Our city! Our choice! Our city!